Thank you, Suzanne. Good evening and welcome to Neighborhood Unitarian Universalist Congregation and to those of you online as well, to this very special joint Christmas Eve celebration between the First Unitarian Congregation of Toronto as well as Neighborhood UU Congregation. Whether you're a Unitarian Universalist, UU adjacent, or don't even know what the heck a UU is, we welcome you this evening. You belong here because somebody dragged you here. Because you are here. I'm the Rev Dr. Jonipher Kwong, or Rev J for short, and I use he or they pronouns, and I'm the lead minister for First U. And I'm joined this evening by
Alexa Yaffe. Hi, everyone. I use he, them, and he, him pronouns. And we also acknowledge with respect and gratitude that in Toronto, we gather on the unceded traditional lands of many Indigenous peoples, including the Mississauga, the Haudenosaunee, the Ojibwe Chippewa, and the Wendat. Thank you to everyone who made this service possible, Suzanne, Julia, Justin, and all who are providing hospitality, childcare, and more. And now please join with us in saying our chalice lighting words, followed by the chalice lighting song. As we light our chalice, may its flame kindle within us the warmth of compassion, the glow of love, the fire of commitment, and the light of truth.
Please join me in singing Deck the Hall with Boughs of Holly, Rise in Body or Spirit, or both if you're able. Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Draw the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. So may the year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the beauty clouds and masses, fa la 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 la. Sing rejoice all together, fa la 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 la. Leave us of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
You may be seated. Our opening words this evening come to us from Alex Klingenberg. We come together tonight to remember the history or the myth that says hope was born in the form of a baby named Jesus. What is so compelling about the story of Jesus' birth, his life, his love? Why has this story reached across the ages to us while so many others have faded into history? Jesus embodies the best of what humanity can be: compassionate, humble, brave, and mortal. Jesus asks us to make the most of our life, to create joy where there is pain, to care for the poor and question the powerful, and perhaps most importantly, to question the purpose of our own lives. What will we leave in our wake? In whom will we be reborn? What light can we bring in the darkness? Tonight, on the eve of Christmas, we contemplate the significance that one person can have and revel in the joy of possibilities.
Julia, and I'm the director of Lifespan Learning here. And Suzanne and I are going to teach you a song called It's Christmas Time, and I'm going to need some help. I have some bells, if anybody, kids maybe, if you want to come and join me with some bells. You know what? Feel free. Why don't I put it here? Anybody wants to come? There's shakers, bells. It would be lovely if you could join me. I'm going to take a bell, a shaker, and a drum. The more the merrier. We do have bells and shakers, and with the drum, I just have the one and only drum, but feel free to improvise, use your feet to drum, use your hands on any kind of surface of your choosing. So we're going to start with the bells, then with the drums, and then with the shakers. All right, I'm just going to put it here. It goes like this. And the words are up here. It's Christmas time, so let's play together. Let's play all together. Sorry, my throat. It's Christmas time, so let's play. Help me together. Let's play together, together, my friends. And now the bells. It's Christmas time, so let's play the bells. Let's play the bells together. It's Christmas time, so let's play the bells. Let's play the bells together, my friend. And now the drum, and you can use, as I say, your feet, your hands, wherever you want. It's Christmas time, so let's play the drum. Let's play the drum together. It's Christmas time, so let's play the drum. Let's play the drum together, my friend. And now the shakers. It's Christmas time, so let's play the shakers. Let's play the shakers together. It's Christmas time, so let's play the shakers. Let's play the shakers together, my friends. Yay, thank you. Oh, okay. It's Christmas time, so let's play together. Let's play all together. It's Christmas time, so let's play together. Let's play together, together, my friends. Wonderful. Together, my friend. Thank you, everybody. And now, who has heard the story of the little drummer boy? By a show of hands. Well, I'm going to be telling that story. And each of us has our own special gifts that we can give to others to make them feel better. So this is a story about a little boy who thought that he didn't have anything to give. So we'll see about that. Once there was a shepherd boy, and his job was to take care of the sheep, help his father take care of the sheep. And one day, his father said, "Let's go to the market. I have this big sack of wool to sell." So off to the market they went, and when they got to the market, the boy noticed in one of the stalls this beautiful drum. It had silver rings around it, and it had a white gleaming top. he just was staring and staring, and he longed for that drum. But he knew that his family couldn't afford it, so, one can always dream. But his father noticed the boy looking longingly at the drum, and he said, "You just go off and, look around at all the different stalls while I try to sell the wool." So that's what the boy did. And then when he and his father met up to go home, the boy was a little bit suspicious because he noticed that the sack that was full of wool, there seemed to be still something in it. And he thought, maybe my father didn't manage to sell all the wool. That's too bad. But then he kind of put it out of his mind. So when they got home, as usual, the boy, he had dinner with his parents, and then he went off to his room to get ready for bed. But when he walked into his room, he could not believe it. On his bed was the very beautiful gleaming drum that he had so longed for earlier in the day. Well, I don't know whether you have ever done this, but my kids have done this when they have got something they really, really love, a gift. They actually take it to bed with them. One of my daughters used to take, new shoes with her to bed. I guess he was just afraid that something would happen to it in the middle of the night, so he wanted to be sure that it was really close by. So when he got up the next day, and every day after that, he practiced his drum, and he got good at his drum. And then they really looked forward to hearing the little drummer boy, as he became known, walking down the hill towards the flock of sheep, playing his drum. And this went on for quite some time. And then one night, the boy woke up in the middle of the night. And do you know what woke him up? Really, really bright starlight. It was shining so bright, it seemed like it was the middle of the day instead of night. So the boy ran to his window and opened it up and stuck his head out. And he could see millions and billions of stars all over the sky and lighting up the fields and the sheep. And he could see the shepherds below, and they were looking up at the stars. Believe it. So the boy, he felt such a magical, strong magical feeling that he ran outside to be under the starlight. And then, as he was looking up, an extra large, unusually large, bright light came. And I should have said too, I'm going to backtrack a bit. This is an important fact. That a little earlier in the day, but that's okay, a little earlier in the day, a young man and a woman had come knocking on their door, and they were looking for shelter. So the boys' parents put them up in the barn because their place was way too tiny, and they gave them, a mattress and some warm blankets, and they were quite cozy. So this young couple, the woman was expecting a baby any day, any minute actually. So, as I said, he looked up, and this beautiful, unusually bright star was shining right down on the barn where the young couple had been put up for the night. And then he heard something. It was the crying of a baby. Their baby had been born. He was so excited. He ran into the barn. And then there was the young woman and the man, and their names were Mary and Joseph. And they were now a mother and father, and they were holding their newborn baby and looking so tenderly at it. And the boy thought, I need to have something to give to this baby, but I don't have anything to give. I have nothing. And then he suddenly thought of something, that he had something. He ran into the house as quickly as he could, ran into his bedroom and got his drum and brought it back into the stable. And he said, this drum is all I have, but I want to give it to you for your baby. Please take it. And the woman, whose name was Mary, smiled at him and said, "Please keep your drum. I have heard you play. You have such a gift for playing." So the boy, he thanked her, and then he began to play his drum very, very softly, so as not to disturb the baby. Just played it like just. And then the baby got lulled to sleep, but just before it fell asleep, the boy felt that the baby smiled at him, and his heart was full. Thank you. And now please join Suzanne and me in singing The Little Drummer Boy.
If you have a drum, or if you want to just use the back of the chair in front of you, your legs, let's all be drummers. And the beat is going to go like this. Long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short. We got it? Come, they told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, to lay before our king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. So to honor him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, when we come. Little baby, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, I have no gift to bring, my mistake. I have no gift to bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, that's fit to give our king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Shall I play for you, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, on my drum? Mary nodded, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, the ox and lamb kept time, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my drum for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my best for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum. Me and my drum, me and my drum.
Thank you, everyone, for your participation. That was so lovely. Please join me now in a litany for the season. I invite you to respond with the words, "We remember, we forgive, we love." For gifts we yearned for, but did not receive. We remember, we forgive, we love. For things we received, but never wanted. We remember, we forgive, we love. For those who offered us cheer, when what we needed was comfort. For those we have loved deeply, who have left us too soon. For holidays that didn't live up to our hopes. For ghosts of Christmas past that haunt us to this day. For the times we saw a star in the east, but failed to follow it. And for times we followed it faithfully, but it did not lead us where we hoped. For miracles gone unnoticed until it was too late. For all these things, we pray that we may be granted an abiding serenity in all our memories, and that we may find peace now and in the days to come.
Now comes the time in the service that's our favorite, right? Just like opening up presents during Christmas Day is our favorite activity. So this is when we give our gifts to one another in the form of an offering. And this evening, you get to choose who you get to give to. So in front of you are envelopes and also a pen. So I invite you, if you want to give to Neighborhood, to write Neighborhood on your envelope. And if you want to give to First You, to write First You on the envelope. Yay! So the Neighborhood one goes to the general fund for Neighborhood, and the First You one goes to the minister's discretionary fund, which provides support and assistance to the congregants and others during the year who experience an emergency and need a little bit of financial aid to remain housed, to have food to eat, to stay warm, and to be safe. You may also see 2 QR codes there. One's kind of bluish and the other one's black. The one on the left is the one for First You, and the one on the right is for Neighborhood. So that's another way that you could give, is by giving via the QR code. So here's the thing. If you don't mark anything and just drop your check in that basket that's about to come around here, then that money gets split in 2. So be sure that it's an even number that you're writing so that it makes it easy for us to split it in 2. And please give as generously as possible as the ushers come forward to receive our offering this evening.
And while this is taking place, please feel free to join me in singing the classic "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" with Suzanne and me. As soon as the words appear, we'll start. Okay. You know this one? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now let's all do a little clapping. Now let's all do a little clapping. Now let's all do a little clapping and spread Christmas cheer. We wish you, okay. Now let's all do a little giving. Now let's all do a little giving. Let's all do a little giving and spread Christmas cheer. Now let's all do a little snowball. Let's all do the snowball throwing. Let's all do some snowball throwing and spread Christmas cheer. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
And thank you all for your donation to the important work of both congregations and the well-being of our shared faith as Unitarian Universalists.
And now a reading called Every Night a Child is Born is a Holy Night by Sophia Lyon-Foss. And so the children come, and so they have been coming, always in the same way they come, filled with sacred promise. No angels herald their beginnings, no prophets predict their future courses, no wise men see a star to point their way. To find a babe that may save humankind. Yet each night a child is born is a holy night. Parents, sitting beside their children's cribs, feel glory in the wondrous sight of life beginning. They ask, when or how will this new life end? Or will it ever end? Each night a child is born is a holy night.
Lead us in singing Winter Night, which is not a very well-known Christmas carol, but a UU Christmas carol by Shelley Jackson Denham. And it's a gentle one. I welcome you just to remain seated as we sing this together.
Will you join me for this Christmas Eve prayer by Ken Nye? The tree is all set, packages piled at its base, telephone calls from the kids confirming the times of dinner and church. Nothing much left to do. The FedEx guy just delivered the last late order. I'll unwrap it, and then what? Time on my hands, time to think. What is this all about? Christmas is about gathering together to celebrate. We do this in gathering every year of our lives and come to associate this night and the days around it with the people closest to our hearts. But always, there is someone who is no longer here, who is still in our hearts, but forever gone from our embraces. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. What the songwriter doesn't say is the fates will not allow it, because we are mortal beings, and just as we all begin our journeys as babies adored by mother and admirers, we all will eventually be aches in the hearts of those who miss us. It is Christmas Eve when the ache is the worst. And that is why we turn again to the baby, to celebrate birth that soothes the aching heart, that gives us reason to hope and to dream, that reminds us of the miracle of life and tells us by this annual gathering that it is our very mortality that makes life that begins as a baby so precious. Not in spite of, but because of our heartache, this is a silent and holy night in which, through the adoration of a baby, we celebrate life. Amen.
I invite you to rise in body or spirit to sing with me another Unitarian Universalist Christmas carol. It came upon the midnight clear. This was written by a UU minister in the mid-1800s as the shift in American Christmas celebrations was going from celebrating the baby into celebrating the joy of the season, wanting peace on earth and goodwill to all. I want to draw your attention in particular to the third verse. But with the woes of war and strife, the world has suffered long. Beneath the angel strain have rolled 2,000 years of wrong. And we who fight the wars hear not the love song which they bring. That's the love song of the angels. Oh, hush the noise of battle strife so we can hear the angels sing. It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old.
remain standing, shall we? As Alexa and I are going to go around, and hopefully at this point you all have received a candle. And we invite you to pass the light around as we begin to sing our next hymn, which may be familiar to many of you. This would be an opportunity for us to live into the light within each of us and share that light with others. When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flocks, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among the people, to make music in the heart. Thank you all for coming and joining us for our Christmas Eve service. We invite you to stay for a fellowship and cookies and cider that you've been smelling, and or for round two. So at 7 p.m., actually at 6:45, there's Christmas caroling going on outside. And then at 7 p.m., we have round two with the choir here and everything. It'll be a contemplative and maybe not so silent night. So as we extinguish our chalice this evening, I invite us to join together in singing our chalice extinguishing song, and you're also welcome to extinguish your candles so that we don't burn this building down.